Hey everyone, let's play some games. Today we're playing the warrior in the arena. We got the most votes, so we're gonna go with that. First pick, well, I think it's gonna be the Twilight Drake. The other two, not that great for warrior. I don't like the Twilight Drake much personally, but it is a decent card, so let's go with it. And, oh, Death's Bite. Definitely taking that. The Boulder Fist is very nice. Let's go with that as well. Oh, another Death's Bite? Why not? Okay, Magma Rager, no. Acolyte of Pain, pretty good when you have two Death's Bite, and maybe we'll get like a Taskmaster too or something like that. So let's go with that. And then, this one is terrible. So it's about which one of these two do we want? How many self buffs do a warrior have? Not many. In fact, I have a hard time thinking. Well, there are some like charge and stuff, but those are usually not cards you pick anyway. So let's go with this one instead. And okay, so you're bad. So it's gonna be the Shade or Crush. Crush? I mean, again, it's good if you have stuff like Death's Bite, Taskmaster and stuff. But I don't know. It's kind of unreliable though. And we don't have anything else than a Death's Bite right now. I think whereas the Shade is just always a good card. I don't really want to be too situational. And also like just hoping that we get certain other cards in the draft, otherwise it will be bad. So Corcoran, very nice. Sampichao also. Actually, I like all of these cards. I think I'm gonna go with a Sampichao. It's really close for me though. But I think I'm gonna go for value with this deck. Just kinda get control of the board and... Well, that's actually not the same as value. But, you know, I would try for both. And actually Death Bite and weapons in general can achieve that. Because you give value and board control. So now, Walking Infiltrator. It's alright, but it's not so good with something like Death Bite, for example. But could probably navigate around that. Instead, I think though I will pick a third Death Bite. That's probably enough Death Bite though. I would take another weapon, like 5e Wargs. Mind Control Tech. More... Like, it's easier to get value out of that than the Mystic. So, let's go with that. It works against more classes. Of course, it's not always you get 4 minions out there, but... It happens often enough. Now... You got the Silver Moon Guardian, or the Rockjaw. Or the Micro Machine. Actually, we don't have any 2-drops. Yeah, let's pick a 2-drop. That seems like it's about time. Taskmaster, yes. Another Taskmaster, yes. And we got the Hungry Dragon. Oh, we have a Weaponsmith. Both pretty nice. We already have 3 weapons at the 4 slot though. So let's go with the Hungry Dragon. Yeah. Salty Dog, don't like it. Stormy Knight, not that great. Maybe get some early game. With the Infiltrator there. Tall Strider is decent. Take Heal, but we don't really need healing. We already have our hero power for that. Lord of the Arena is pretty bad. And none of these are that great here. But let's go with the Tall Strider. And... Well, a little too heavy at the 4-drops, but it's just the 4-drops we're getting are better than the other stuff. Here's gonna be the Corcoran. Yeah. And so we only have 1 real 2-drop, so I think we should pick another one. Another Death's Bite? Can you have too many Death's Bite? I think you probably can. And I think 4 is probably that number. It's cutting it close though, and honestly against these two I think we are gonna pick 4, because I don't want the Dancing Swords. I don't want a Voodoo Doctor, so let's just go with this, and this is definitely enough Death's Bites. Please, don't make me pick another one. Just, oh, this curve is all messed up. Bomb Lopper helps fix it a little bit though. 5-drop is good. Oh man. The Yeti, it's so good, but we have so much for turn 4, not much for anything else. I think I'm gonna go with the Ogre here. Oh man, another 4-drop. I don't want that. Let's pick Execute instead. And like Execute is gonna be easy to proc with this many Death Spites. And Tinkertown Technician. How are we at max? We have 1. We have 1. That's not that impressive. But I think we'll probably still pick it. We don't really need the Lever Gnome or the Heal Bot, so let's go with this. It's still a 3/3 for free, and sometimes we might be able to get it to a 4/4. And we might get a couple of more mechs, who knows? Not so pleased with these, but I think the Venture Cone makes sense also if you look at the curve. 2-drops. We have 2-2-drops. Oh man, that's not good. Okay, let's pick the Warlord. Okay, 5 works. Good. It's not a real 2-drop, but it is something you can play on turn 2. So, no, we don't need another Death Spite. I'm gonna pick the Snapjaw. It's another 4-drop though, unfortunately. Oh boy. These two are so bad, so I have to pick another 4-drop. Okay, a 2-drop. That's good. Very good. And a legendary. There's another 2-drop, but I don't think we want Cho. Illidan, he's alright. But I think Chromagus, he's the most interesting here. I mean, the problem, of course, with Illidan is that he has 5 life. And if you want to get immediate value out of him, we have to play him on a later turn anyway, which is when we could play something like Chromagus. But then, this one is hard to get use out of too, unless you already have like an Acolyte on board, I suppose. Yeah, not really the best legendaries in the world, but Chromagus, Illidan. I think I'm gonna pick this one just because it has way more life. Let's go with that. I don't think this draft is very good, but at least we have a lot of Death Spites. I'm kind of unsure about it. It has some good things, and then it has like some really weak parts, where it's like very weak on turn 2. Turn 3 is not that impressive either, and actually turn 4 is only strong because of the weapons. Like all these other cards, most of them are not that strong by themselves. We just have a lot of them. At least we have 2 ogres. Let's say 6 wins. Let's see how our first game goes here. Hopefully we can get a few wins. Always makes me feel better, even though many of my best runs start out with a really poor performance early on and then they turn around later, so it doesn't mean that much. Alright. Not what we're looking for. Either Mind Control Tech has a lot of potential versus Paladin. Maybe we should just hang on to it. Like, if they use just one muster, right, there's a pretty high chance that we can steal something. I think I'm gonna hold on to it, just because Paladin tends to play a whole bunch of little stuff, in my experience. And I guess worst case, we can play it early. Oh, okay, this is a nice hand. Yeah, something here turn 1. Okay. Have a Death Spite. I like this. I might end up playing a Mind Control Tech on turn 3. Unless I draw another 2-drop or 3-drop, because I'm not gonna armor up next turn. So I'm either gonna use a coin or play a 2-drop that I draw. Okay, well. It's gonna be the Shade. And do we Getting damage into his face doesn't really help, since he will get it healed up with Zombie Chow anyway. Yeah, so we might as well clear, in case he has like a Direwolf Alpha or something. So let's do this. I think if this was not a Zombie Chow, I might have gone for the face. But, well, it is. Okay, he's probably gonna trade there. He's probably gonna keep the shade hidden. And unfortunately, we're gonna probably have to play the... I think I'm gonna play this one, because we only have one Mage in the deck, I think. Whereas this one has a higher likelihood of being useful later on top of it being a 3/3. So let's play this, and then I will keep this one hidden for now. Yeah. The next turn we have Death's Bite or the Corcoran, whatever seems appropriate. Probably gonna be Death's Bite. Avenge? No. Or maybe, I don't know. Let's see what he plays. Could be Noble Sacrifice, of course. Because then now this one has 2 life, so it would die to a Noble Sacrifice attack. No? Oh. Well, let's just play a Death's Bite here, see what happens. Not Noble Sacrifice. It could still be Avenged, because he only had 1 minion on board, so it wouldn't... So, do we attack the face here? It opens it up to True Silver Champion. But it does get some more damage in. Do we care about that? Do we want that extra 4 damage? You know, I wanna... It's too vulnerable to True Silver Champion. I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Because now, if he's only plays True Silver Champion, for example, and like Consecration, there's like... That's not that great for him. Yeah, it's just because of that health threshold and the fact that we're against the Paladin. And he's at 30 life anyway, so it's not like we're close to rushing him down. If he had already gotten like 10 damage in, I would have been more likely to actually go for it. Now, we can play the Bomb Blobber, for example. We could play... How do we want to do this? Unfortunately, activating Death Rattle on this one is gonna get this one down to 4 again. I think... Attack there. I mean, the Bomb Lobber makes the most sense. It fits with the curve. So we do that. And then do we get... I think I might kill the minion with this one. Since it's gonna... If you do it with that... We could keep it stealthed, I suppose, but... Honestly, at this point... I don't know. Maybe I should just have... No. Could have done this, attack with the weapon, kept this one stealthed. Well, attack with the weapon first, of course. That would certainly have been an option. And would fall in line with my previous thoughts. Yeah, okay, well. A little confused play by me, but it's turning out okay, I think. So now... He could... Now it could be Avenge, because it would not have procced yet if that's what it is. So if you attack that, this one is gonna proc Avenge before the Death Rattle from Death's Bite. From my experience, that's how it works. But then we can just kill it with the 3/3, so that's okay. So we do this. Okay, probably not Avenged then, right? Well, what is it? What is this secret? Let me think. It's not eye for an eye. It's not avenge. It's not noble sacrifice. It's not redemption. It's not repentance. Well, what's left? I'm forgetting something. I mean, I gotta be, right? He still has that secret. What? Why can't I? Huh. Well, never mind. Okay, so we have 13, 16, 20. Oh, we have 1 mana away from lethal or 1 damage. I think at this point we just go for the face. Yeah, let's just go for the face. And then we will armor up. And then next turn we can just use the weapon. And then I will try and think about what this secret can be again.
Ready, sir.
Paladins don't have ice block. I don't know. Oh man. Now I need like a list of secrets or something. It's probably something obvious that I just completely left my mind. Well, we still have lethal on board. I guess, yeah. Well, that secret never procced. Alright, let's see our next game. Keep going like this. Things definitely went our way, but we also got pretty lucky with the early curve. We got exactly what we needed with the zombie chow. Coin into 3-drop, another 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, yeah. Everything was great there. Alright. Got a mage.
You asked for it.
Looks kind of similar to last hand. I don't think I want to keep the mind control take this time. Let's keep the shade. And see if you can get something else for early game. Oh, zombie chow again. Well, if I can just have the zombie chow in my opening hand every game, that would be great. Oh. I like this card back actually. Maybe I should try it sometime. Nah, I like this one better. Okay, so let's get this one out here. And then next turn, not quite sure. Hopefully we'll get like a 2-drop or a 3-drop. So we can actually play a minion next turn. I mean, of course I could just coin the shade, but if I don't have anything to follow up with, that does not feel great. That's good, but... Yeah, that's not pleasant. I think I'll just armor up here. Probably coin out. Well, we'll see. We have options next turn. This turn, not so option filled. I'd armor up a coin shade, but that just leaves next turn to be horrible. Yeah, okay, we gotta get rid of that. Thankfully, she couldn't really do anything this turn either, so that actually means we're fine. Because then we can get the Cold Run out, kill that, so we can, you know, maybe actually play a weapon next turn. So let's get rid of that. And then she'll probably Fire Blast it to death, which is fine. It's frozen anyway. Did its purpose. It went 1 for 1. Saved us from being frozen. Sure. Okay, that's fine. Now, since he doesn't have any minions... Oh, Twilight Drake. That fits the bill. Let's get that out there while we still have some weapons in hand. 4-6? Okay, that's good. Now it just needs to not get silenced and fire blasted. Yeah, that's why I don't like the Drake so much. That's why. Fine. Okay, let's play Death's Bite here. It's a perfect fit. We kill that Mana Worm, threaten to kill the Iron Beak next turn with a Death Rattle. So let's do exactly that. Alright. Now what? We're in a pretty good spot, but I guess things are actually relatively even right now.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Is she gonna fire blast that? I guess that's fine, because then she basically spent 6 mana on the Hungry Dragon. Unfortunately, the Hungry Dragon does dodge Death's Bite. Making it a little bit lackluster. That's a shame, because that means that if you play a minion, she can just trade with the Iron Beak. But what if you played an Inventor here? Yeah, let's play that. Probably the ship's cannon to go with it. Oh, I wish I had that last turn. Well, this turn, I mean. Before I played the Inventor. I kind of want to play the Shade, but then it's like, well, Shade, ship's cannon. I might as well play this one then, I think. Since it fits the curve. And then we end turn. I don't think attacking would really be that great here. Well, maybe. But then I should have done it before playing the minions, of course. But still, not that appealing. Okay. I'm guessing she's leaving the other minion alone. But wow, that's aggression if I've ever seen it. Like, she knows the owl is gonna die, and if you attack the owl into the ship's cannon, well, you know. But we are down to 18, so we gotta watch out, especially with that attitude she has. It seems. Well, you gotta, yeah. I understand she's running out of cards. She needs to win soon. Unfortunately, we don't have any taunts. How do we do this? We can run that into the weapons and that. Like, how are we gonna deal with that though? That's the issue. Then we're gonna play maybe Tall Strider plus the Shade. Keep this one around. Not pleased. If she has 2 fireballs, we're just dead. But there was... yeah, there was nothing we could really do to avoid that. Even armoring up wouldn't have saved us, so... And sure, we could have killed this one. But that would have meant that the 3-4 would have been alive. Plus we have taken the 2 extra damage this turn. And we would have lost our 2-2. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, it is looking dangerous, right? If she has a fireball in hand, then well, we could, of course, if you could somehow clear the board, which we cannot. This hand is not what we need. I am gonna armor up though. There's not really any choice about that. It's looking pretty bleak though. If she has any kind of damage in her hand, we gotta kill this. I just hope she doesn't have a fireball, which I have a bad feeling about. Alright, well, let's see. She doesn't have visible lethal, at least. If only we had some taunts. Not on her side. Please. Okay. Well, it looks like we're still alive, for now. I don't think there's anything we can do here. We can kill these 2, but then she still has 4 damage plus Fire Blast. So if we armor up, we have 5, then we're dead. Yeah. Okay. Yep, I think that's it. Alright. 1-1. And I feel like this game, it didn't feel like we it wasn't a very severe loss. We could have won if we could just have survived a little longer, but alright. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.